So today I'm going to go over 7 cognitive distortions. Now, what's a cognitive distortion? I'd say the best way to explain it is, let's say you're looking through life through, a cloudy glass or cracked glasses. You're not really seeing it for what it is. You're applying this, custom view to it, which we all do, but some are particularly distorted. You might be assuming the worst, or just seeing stuff in, I guess, kind of like a messed up way. Sorry to use an unprofessional word, but a distorted view. Now, I'm going to start going through the 7 cognitive distortions, which I found. Now, the first one is jumping to conclusions. Now, this is kind of assuming you know what's going to happen after a situation or in a certain situation. For example, let's say you mess up at work. You're like, I'm definitely going to lose my job. Or, you do like a faux pas. You assume someone doesn't like you. You're just mind reading and you're assuming you know what's going to happen. And these really are just jumping to conclusions. Next is catastrophizing. So you're kind of assuming the worst. It's like, I'll never get another job. I'm going to mess this up. This is all going to go wrong. Really just assuming, and if you do something wrong, assuming it's just going to go nuclear. Like it's just terrible. Assuming it's not great. Next is all or nothing thinking, which is kind of unrealistic because if you think about a normal day, it has ups and downs and pros and cons. I mean, it's very unlikely, where you're having a perfect day, where you win the lottery and meet the girl of your dreams and this and that. It's not always like that. It's normally somewhere in the middle and you're ups and downs. So that's definitely a distortion. Next is negative filtering or discounting the positives. So, assuming, let's say you get a 9 out of 10 on a test. It'd be like saying, I am a failure, I didn't get full marks. Or you could look at the positive. It's like, well, you got 9 out of 10, so next time you can get 10 out of 10 if you work harder. Really just focusing on the negative, not looking at the positive. You can see how that can negatively affect your mood, definitely. Next is overgeneralizing. Let's say you're a guy and you're dating a woman, and like she dumps you, you might be like, all women are this, or all women are that, or, really sweeping statements just because you're upset, you're angry, when really that's not true. You might just be upset or distorted about it. Like, a lot of those statements aren't true, so it's just not realistic. Next is shoulding. So, I should be doing that, I should be doing better at school, I should be here in my life, These like should. Well, it's like, well, sometimes you're not. And also saying people should be nicer and this should be the way, it's not. And all you're doing by that is kind of upsetting yourself because you think the world should be a certain way. Finally is labeling. So, he's a loser, she's a doormat. People aren't just one word. They're a set of complex emotions and feelings. So labeling is a very simple way to kind of attack someone, I guess. So you've got these 7 distortions. I will leave a link down below for where I got them from, and they also have some good resources there too, which are free. And I appreciate you listening, and I hope you liked it. Thank you for listening.